dying to get out in a regular season game and compete. Re-injured last year during the preseason. Chip Kelly, all the success with the Ducks at Oregon, and now year 3 in the NFL with a lot of new faces. Excited to see DeMarco Murray and Bradford, Nelson Aguilar, the rookie wide receiver out of SoCal. But there's the leading rusher in the NFL last year, DeMarco Murray, set to make his debut. Josh Huff, one of the men back deep to receive the kickoff for the Eagles. It will be kicked to him by Matt Bosher, who also does the punting for Atlanta. 50th season of Falcon football. Their 24th and penultimate this building, the Georgia Dome. Move next door to a new stadium in a couple of years. '15 for these birds begin. Off we go from Atlanta. No returns. Bosher banks it through the back of the end zone. So mentioned Bradford, gave you the background of the former #1 overall pick who was an Oklahoma teammate with DeMarco Murray. They're in the backfield. You're going to see Darren Sproles. You're going to see Ryan Matthews. Jordan Matthews and Nelson Aguilar, young, exciting receivers. You'll see Brent Selleck and also Zach Ertz, who will play. John, the two Jasons, Peters and Kelsey, two of the best at their position.
And this Eagle offensive line in great physical condition for these big men to play as fast throughout the entire game. A credit to their conditioning. They wear you out.
Atlanta needed to see what Philadelphia was doing, and they put out 44. Vic Beasley in red. He is the first-round pick for the Falcons. Bradford, Murray, welcome to the Eagles for both of them, and a gain of 3. John, nobody carried it more, nobody gained more in the NFL last year than that man, DeMarco Murray.
And he is a very good all-purpose back. He can catch it. He just showed you that. He's also very good picking up blitzes.
Murray seeking space, will only gain 2 yards. It will be 3rd and 6. What about his running style is going to benefit this system?
Well, Murray was an I-formation back in Dallas. Downhill runner. Now from the shotgun, a lot of these carries are going to be across the formation. He'll have to show more patience, much like he did at Oklahoma. And here's Darren Sproles, one of the best third down backs in NFL history, on 3rd and 6.
Atlanta rushes 4. Bradford's got time. Incomplete for Zach Ertz, the tight end who came in. So it's a quick 3 and out for the Eagles.
Well, it's a halfback choice. You're going to see Sproles come out of the backfield, but you'll see Durant. You'll see their new safety man, number 27. Robinson Therese come down and double Sproles. Big 3 and out for the Falcons defense.
Donnie Jones kicks it away. No Devin Hester tonight, out with turf toe. 60-yard kick is fielded by Eric Weems, who returned it to the 25 with special teams tackled by Azura Tutu, the former San Diego Charger. Matt Ryan's going up against his old hometown team. He grew up in Exton, outside of Philadelphia. Used to go to games at the Vet. Said it's not that same buzz playing your old hometown team as it once was. Great in his first 5 seasons, including a #1 seed, an NFC championship game. But he's lost as many in his last 2 as he did in the first 5. But that's not him. It's the people around him. This guy's one of the tops in the business. In 25, welcome to the NFL, Tevin Coleman. Rookie, 3rd-round pick out of Indiana with a gain of 3 yards. Running back by committee behind Matt Ryan. Blocking for him, 3 guys very new to this team. Levitri only here a week and a half. Person and Chester in the middle. Mentioned running back by committee. I like the committee receivers, though. Julio Jones stars. Matty Ice, the franchise all-time leader. Leonard Hankerson, a good 3rd, who comes over from Washington. Officially a gain of 3. There goes Julio Jones. First down to the 45 and a gain of 17.
That's a running play, Mike. That's a stretch play to the right. And Matt Ryan saw the heavy box. He picks it up, throws a bullet slant to Julio Jones. And right away, they go after Nolan Carroll. Last year, Carroll was the dime linebacker. He won the starting right corner job, and Julio Jones continues to love Monday night.
The 45, play action, a lot of protection. Shot to the middle, Roddy White into Eagles territory, the 30. That gain, 25.
You get the running game going. Some of these play action passes are downright nasty. Watch the linebackers step up, and you'll see Roddy White wide open behind these linebackers. Protection holds up. That Ryan will complete every one of those, Mike. And Roddy White, who had some injuries last year, good to see him back running around. One of the great Falcon receivers ever.
Falcons look like the Eagles to start here. Toss to Coleman to the right. Tevin Coleman gains 8 yards. Got a nice block from the fullback, Patrick DeMarco.
Patrick DeMarco decleated a Philadelphia Eagle on that play. Watch this in your living room.
It's Malcolm Jenkins.
Expect Bill Davis, the defensive coordinator, to start blitzing in the red zone to make something happen.
With Coleman 9, he's out. Devontae Freeman in his second year with the Falcons is the back now. He'll take it to the left. He'll get pulled and brought down. That's good penetration, starting with Fletcher Cox, one of an outstanding trio of defensive linemen. Young, good linemen for the Eagles. So the defense is new with Dan Quinn coming in. So is the offense. Kyle Shanahan, son of the Super Bowl winning coach Mike Shanahan. Third stop in 3 years. We saw him in Washington 2 years ago, Cleveland last year. Now here he is in Atlanta. Seeing some of the stuff he did in Houston when he was with Matt Schaub some 5 years ago. Teron Ward, the third back, is now in for Atlanta on 3rd and 3. Ryan's got protection. Pass nearly intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins jumped that slant for Julio Jones, who couldn't get in front of the DB, and we'll have a field goal attempt coming.
Well, there's Jenkins, number 27. We wondered who the nickel corner was going to be for the Philadelphia Eagles, and Malcolm Jenkins should intercept this pass. It sets up Matt Bryant from 41 yards.
Turned 40 in May. Become a terrific kicker as he's gone on in years. Out of the hold of Bosher. First points of the game, Atlanta. Philadelphia being out. The Falcons move it nicely and score first. From Atlanta, ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by Gillette. One Pro Guide refill up to 1 month of comfortable shaves. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. And ESPNFanshop.com, powered by Dick's Sporting Goods. I mentioned the new stadium's going up. Mercedes-Benz Stadium right next door to the Georgia Dome. Will open in 2017. As Arthur Blank, the owner and chairman of the Falcons, has helped put this franchise in a great position within the community here and building a new stadium that will host, in all likelihood down the line, the big events like the Final Four, playoffs, and college football, Super Bowls. They've got a deal already in place to move the SEC championship game every December from here next door to there. Good hang time on this Bosher kickoff, and Josh Huff will just take a knee. Well, the injuries for Sam Bradford. It started after he won the Heisman at Oklahoma. That shoulder injury, re-injured later that season against Texas. He came to the NFL, had some ankle problems, but this was the big one. 99 weeks ago, the ACL tearing and then re-tearing that same ACL in the preseason. St. Louis had the big contract. As you remember, John, Bradford was the last of the quarterbacks to come out number 1 overall and get the huge deal before the new collective bargaining agreement. They had to move on at some point, so he's got a 1-year deal, playing on a 1-year contract, rolling the dice a little bit in the hopes that this is going to turn out here. And it all begins with staying healthy. Drive 2 starts from 20. Murray loses 5, maybe more. They're going to push him all the way back there to 5 as the flag comes down. O'Brien Schofield with first contact.
Offense number.
Terry McCauley, who's worked Super Bowls, including the Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl. He's our referee tonight.
Holding, offense number 65. Penalties decline, second down, release the game clock to 10 minutes, 54 seconds.
There's Andrew Gardner. There's a changing of the guard in Philadelphia, Mike. Mathis no longer in Philadelphia. Herron's no longer there. Gardner at left guard and Barber at right guard. Going to have their hands full in their first start on the road in this noise.
McCauley's trying to get the clock right. What was interesting there, John, oftentimes you see forward progress and the spot a loss of 5. Because they felt that Murray got his feet back and was trying to go forward, they gave him a loss of 12 yards on that play. So it's 2nd and 22. And Bradford will throw, look out to screen for Murray. No place to go again. Hit first by Justin Durant. Thrown out of bounds by Jonathan Babineau. Negative play again.
Durant, the ex-Dallas Cowboy, adds experience and speed to this Falcon defense. It's a screen pass in a predictable long yardage situation. And Justin Durant eats his former teammate alive. 3rd and long. I'd be surprised if you don't see Sproles on some kind of a handoff backed up.
Atlanta backs way out. Deep coverage. Underneath, Sproles will get some yards, but nowhere near the first down. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the tackle. 2 3-and-outs, John.
Dan Quinn has to be thrilled. The Eagles' tempo is well known, but so far, Atlanta hasn't done a lot on defense, but they've had their cleats in the ground, they've gotten their calls in, and they have not been surprised at all by the Eagle tempo.
Eric Weems, good special teamer, back for this punt from Donnie Jones. With 35, Weems makes 2 miss and returns it 11 yards, but a flag comes in and will likely bring it back. We think so highly of Weems, who's returning in the absence of Devin Hester tonight. Because of his special teams prowess, he's the captain.
During return, holding, receiving team number 30. 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Charles Godfrey guilty, and Atlanta takes over in a minute. Well, day in Atlanta was in the upper 70s earlier today. Looked a little windy out Santa Clara, where the 49ers and the Vikings will write the last line of Week 1 of the 2015 season. Chris Berman, Trent Dilfer, Z Zarniak bring you Game 2 of the Monday Night Doubleheader coming up next. The early start for Atlanta, aggressive throwing the ball. The 34, they'll go right back to the air and complete to Julio Jones. 4 Eagles there after a gain of a half dozen. Let's talk defense, Philadelphia. Bill Davis is the coordinator. There's some changes in this group. Not up front. Thornton's 27, Logan's 25, Hopkins is 24. They're young and good. Connor Barwin led the NFC in sacks. Kiko Alonso came in the trade for LaShawn McCoy from Buffalo. A lot of changes back here. Thurman and Maxwell are new. As I told you before, Noel Carroll was a 6th deal last year. Ryan pass incomplete, but a flag is coming down, thrown at Maxwell, who was covering Julio Jones.
Well, Maxwell played right corner for Seattle. Here he is playing left corner.
Pass interference.
Matching up with Julio.
Defense number 31. Automatic first down.
That's a good call. Maxwell is going to be asked to play some star coverage, Mike. That means you go cover the other team's star. Tonight it's Julio Jones, and I haven't seen anybody cover Julio Jones in the last couple years.
Not without some help, right? Devontae Freeman, the back for the Falcons, a stretch to the edge, gain of 3. We're going to see a little bit more of that, John, in the way Atlanta run the ball with the combination of Coleman and Freeman this year.
Indeed you are, and Freeman is a bit of an unknown. He had 1,000 yards at Florida State, rookie last year, did most of his work as a receiver. He caught 30 passes, but 3 of the 4 running backs on his Falcon roster never carried the ball.
No huddle, Ryan, Barwin chasing, got rid of it in time. Got it to Rodney White. Complete for the first down in the red zone. At the 17, a gain of 22.
Once again, it's Byron Maxwell in coverage, this time against Roddy White on a deep cross. I like the play selection Atlanta is using. Early down play action passes, and so far they have not shied away from the ex-Seattle Seahawks.
Matt Ryan loves no huddle and tempo as well. They're pushing the pedal to the ground now. Freeman tries to get to the edge. Barwin deters him. And a gain of just a yard for Devontae Freeman. John, Connor Barwin almost got there on that last pass completion by Ryan. And there he was with the penetration on defense.
Well, he is a very productive Pro Bowl player. He batted 7 passes down. He does a lot of work with his effort. Second effort plays, and he will not stop. I'm just concerned about who that third rusher is for the Eagles this year to give him a break. They lost Trent Cole in free agency. Philadelphia doesn't have the depth at that position they once did.
Second and 9 for Ryan. Goes complete to Freeman out of the backfield. Lower the shoulder. First and goal, Atlanta at the 6.
You got to have a back that can come out of the backfield and catch the football. And Freeman is going to be asked to do a lot of this for Dan Quinn's Atlanta's Falcons. He's going to slip out of the backfield and take on Byron Maxwell on the sideline. Good pass protection again. That's been the surprising thing to me so far, Mike, is how Atlanta has blocked the front of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's how you take a defender on a sideline.
Good start for Matt Ryan. 5-6, 80 yards. First and goal. Devontae Freeman runs up the middle. That's 3 yards to the 3. That's a concern spot running up the middle. Remember, we've seen the lineups. Kyle Shanahan is dealing with a guard who just got here via trade from Tennessee at the end of the preseason, Andy Levitri. Mike Purden, the center, John, who struggled a bit in the preseason, and Chris Chester, who's late of the Ravens and Redskins. It's Jacob Tammy. Tight end came to the backfield. We had movement by the right tackle, I believe. The right guard.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Was the right tackle Schrader.
Sometimes you get into these tight red zone situations. You have a lot of check with knees. You call one play, kill it with another. Schrader here, right tackle, clearly is off early. And it will be second and goal from just inside the 9.
Many Philly fans here are trying to chant Eagles and have been shouted down by the majority of Falcon fans here. Second and goal, Ryan.
Got it.
End zone. What an interception! Tremendous play, dropping back from Kiko Alonso.
That's where length at the middle linebacker position shows up. A little jerk route by Roddy White. They get him one-on-one with Kiko Alonso, and Alonso makes a great play in pass defense for Philadelphia. 6'4", and he needed every inch of it to end this drive.
Special play to pick Matt Ryan in the red zone. 60 red zone passes without an interception last year. Best in the NFL and way above what the league average is. But Kiko Alonso from the Buffalo Bills, the LaShawn McCoy trade, coming in to be one of the trio to play the inside linebacker spot. An elite level play for that pick six in the end zone, red zone.
Well, not many linebackers can cover a receiver like Roddy White on a route. Set up. Script for success, your receiver against the linebacker, and Alonso. Wow, what a play.
The Eagles open up here to start this drive. They're third, the first 2 3 and out. They open with DeMarco Murray all the way at the top of your street. Bradford looks left and completes it in a tight window to Josh Huff, who's across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Let's go back to the pick.
Well, the tight runs a corner route, you're going to see him get doubled. Freeman clears out the flat defender, and they get Roddy White one-on-one in the middle of the field against the linebacker. Roddy can go left or right or take it up. Alonzo made one of the plays of the year for a linebacker.
Bradford almost intercepted. John, that was a design running play, and Huff wasn't ready. Rob Alford almost had the pick.
That's the one thing we talked about in the pregame. A lot of these running plays have built-in hitches, built-in patterns on the outside, and clearly Huff has no idea Bradford is thinking about throwing it.
So 2nd and 10, a seam throw, incomplete. Trying to get it to Miles Austin.
That's a touchdown. 4 verticals against this single safety defense. You're going to see that concept a lot tonight. And for Miles Austin and Sam Bradford not to ring that one up, very disappointing. Bradford took a hit, Mike. Let's see how he responds to some of this action in the pocket. He hasn't been hit in a couple years.
Bradford throws complete, but it's 3 shy of the first down, caught by Zach Ertz. Ricardo Allen's done a nice job here in the last 3 series, so Philadelphia gets a first down, but they'll kick it away. They picked up the tempo, too, in that series, John, trying to get something going, and other than the one pass they did. Donnie Jones kicks again. Weems going to let it go, and it's gone. 60 on the kick, 40 of net. Big collision with Weems and Ashura Tutu of the Eagles. After that, the ball went over the returner's head. And Bradford coming back from a torn ACL. Same with Kiko Alonso. That happened last year before the season when he was in Buffalo.
Yes, he is an outstanding blitzer. He had 4 interceptions. He never missed a snap in 2013. He's what you're looking for. If he's healthy, Kiko Alonso has the length to cover tight ends, the speed to cover backs. He's got the natural ability to find the football, and it's good to see him back running his Eagle defense.
Chip Kelly, now in charge of the personnel, knew exactly what he was getting in Alonso. He played for Chip up in Eugene with the Ducks, so he had a lot of background, knew that he's the kind of player who can make a difference for him. And he did on that drive, coming up with the red zone pick. 3rd drive for Matt Ryan, starting at his own 20, and he gives to Tevin Coleman. Is a big loss. Benny Logan, the 3rd-year man out of LSU.
Well, some of these runs in Kyle Shanahan's playbook, they're beautiful when they hit. But when they don't, there's just been too many negative yardage runs. That time, Benny Logan, who reported to camp, lighter than I've seen him, jets up the field. Logan's been an impact player throughout training camp. His conditioning much better.
Second and 15, 4 in the pattern for Ryan. Only a 3-man rush. There's time, but he can't get it to Coleman. And Connor Barwin, John, it's great to have a guy who gets you 14.5 sacks and can cover a running back out of the backfield.
Well, they got a double move to Julio Jones. They have him double covered, so they go to Tevin Coleman one-on-one against Connor Barwin. And Barwin shows you why he's a Pro Bowl player. He has coverage skills, pass rushing skills, and as we said earlier, he can bat the ball right back in your face.
It'd be big for Philadelphia to get a 3-out, get field position, which they haven't had much of in the early going. Ron Ward is the running back now. All the pressure picked up, and Ryan's pass for Jones is nearly intercepted by Maxwell.
I like what Maxwell shows right there. He got beat a couple times in the previous drive. Like all the great corners, he shows no fear at all. One-on-one with Julio Jones. He sees it the whole way. And Maxwell's got great ball skills himself.
Excellent return man for Philadelphia. Darren Sproles set for the kick from Matt Bosher. Sproles took a couple back last year for the Eagles. Good hang time on this one. Sproles has a 53-yard kick and returns it to the 46-yard line. Saw the big contact on that last punt from Philadelphia to Atlanta a moment ago. Shea Tutu of Philadelphia be taken back to the locker room after that contact. This trail Atlanta 3-0. John, all of these players were Eagles last year. They all won. I'm sure they have a keen eye watching their replacements and their old team in action tonight.
That's uncommon to let three great young players in their prime go, and all of them had tremendous seasons. The Eagles got a lot to prove that the replacements are as good or better than these three.
Bradford and Murray and the combination of receivers. Great season, a rookie season for Jordan Matthews last year. Nelson Aguilar coming over in that first-round selection from USC. Bradford for the 47. Pass incomplete for Matthews. Terrific closing speed from Desmond Trufant, the third-year corner out of Washington.
Well, Desmond Trufant is the star corner of the Atlanta Falcons. This is a seam route. Trufant has probably seen this on the practice field 100 times preparing for the Philadelphia Eagles because they run a lot of seams.
Going quick, second down. Brent Selleck, the tight end. Second all-time in tight end stats for the Eagles. Gets Philly into Atlanta territory for the first time.
You know, Trufant was on a secondary that was last in the league against the pass a year ago. They have changed his technique. He's grown into, I think, a leader on this Falcon defense, and he relishes the chance to be the Falcons' version of Richard Sherman.
This is 3rd and 4. Bradford setting up the screen. Sproles trying to get lost amongst the big bodies. Very close to the first down. The spot might bring a measurement here. Well, they say move it. First down. Just got to the 43-yard line. Eagles get a first down for the second time.
It's a tough play to defend. They run a shallow cross and slip Darren Sproles behind it. Warlow made a nice tackle to save a big game.
Now first down. They keep the personnel out there, and Sproles is stopped. No gain as O'Brien Schofield made the tackle.
Well, Zach Ertz has been hurt throughout training camp. Not known for his blocking, and that time Schofield beat him up.
Change personnel out. Out goes Sproles. In comes DeMarco Murray. On second set, Warlow read that, but he didn't tackle Murray. He gets bailed out by his teammates. And it's a minimal gain.
I love the
Claiborne
effort.
stop.
Watch Adrian Claiborne. Warlow's going to miss the tackle, but watch Adrian Claiborne, the ex-Tampa Bay Buccaneer, clean up a missed tackle. The effort, the attacking style of Dan Quinn shows so far tonight.
Needing to get to the 33, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, excuse me. Bradford complete for the rookie Aguilar, and for the moment, John, looks like the timing on the Philadelphia offense is just a half step off right now.
It does indeed, and this does not look like the Falcon defense I saw last year. Dan Quinn inherited the worst defense in pro football. Good no call, and so far Trufant is throwing a shutout.
Donnie Jones outstanding at pinning teams back inside the 20 last year. Should have no problem doing that here. Already his 4th punt of the opening quarter. And he'll try to get 5 more yards with which to operate.
Delay of game, offense, penalties decline, 4th down.
Since it's 4th and essentially 9, almost 10, they are not going to give him those extra 5. Told you going to the break, Shea Tutu, outstanding special teams player, one of the gunners, guys on the edge for the Eagles, being taken to the locker room, evaluated for a head injury. So Tutu is out as Jones kicks it to Weems. He's got it at the 10. Reset button, Atlanta. Wasn't that long ago, 2012 NFC title game. So close, San Francisco goes on to the Har Bowl, that Super Bowl, as they lost by 4 to San Fran. 2 years after that, Mike Smith was the winningest coach in Falcons history. His team only won 10 games, and a lot of the guys are gone. Only 5 starters from that NFC title game in 2012 are still on the roster. Think about it, they played San Francisco, John, who we'll see next, the doubleheader, and they look very different as well. It's the nature of the league now. 2 years and got to change it all. Rich McKay, the president on the left, Thomas Dimitroff, the general manager in the middle, and Arthur Blank, the owner, on the right. Gain of 3 for Coleman to the 15. So why Dan Quinn? What does he bring to this organization as a first-time head coach at any level?
Well, he brings energy and enthusiasm, and a lot of energy and enthusiasm. You sense that on the practice field. He's been well trained by Bill Walsh in San Francisco, Pete Carroll, Nick Saban. He's done a lot of work, and I think experience as a defensive coordinator at Florida will serve him well as well.
Play action, Matt Ryan's got time. He's got a receiver. Not an angry receiver. Who's got Julio Jones in front of Nolan Carroll. It's a first down for Atlanta at the 33, a gain of 18.
It's tough. You got Julio Jones, Hankson going different directions. Julio Jones' ability to get out of a break at full speed for a 6'4", 225-pound receiver is uncommon. Atlanta doing a nice job with these early down play action passes.
The 33, it's a slant to Jones. What a catch. Another run play. So now I'll go to 11. He's got the step. First down.
You don't see throws like this often. Connor Barwin in perfect position, but Matt Ryan fading away from the line of scrimmage, sidearm, sticks it in there beautifully. Second time I've seen that tonight.
You call them CEO quarterbacks, right?
Yes, indeed.
Executive level decision. 3-0 Falcons after 1 in Atlanta.
ESPN, celebrating the legacy of Monday Night Football.
We start the second quarter here in Atlanta. Julio Jones off to a very good start. Coming off the 104 catch season. Now in his 5th year. Remember, the Falcons traded up. Controversy of what they gave up to move up to get him. He's been great, and he got paid like many of the receivers this offseason. Compensated among the top in the game. Rookie Tevin Coleman gets to midfield. One thing with Jones now, John, he's going to be in different places this year.
He's moving around more than I've seen him in the last couple years. Here he is playing split end on the left side of the formation against Nolan Carroll. Then he's the inside receiver in a trips formation. You see Kiko Alonso out there. Now he's the outside receiver to the right against Maxwell in a tight slot formation. Then they put him inside in the slot against Malcolm Jenkins. Julio Jones. Where are they going to line him up next?
He's at the top of your screen here, just shy of midfield, running across the formation with Ryan and getting the pass for the first down at the Philadelphia 41-yard line.
Play action passing. Have not seen Matt Ryan do this a lot. They're going to go on the ball quickly. Some question to whether or not that was a legal reception, and Matt Ryan wants to get going.
First and 10, and they'll run to the left, getting the edge with Coleman, and he'll gain 5 to the 37-yard line.
Does not look like he's in a new offense. I mean, he's in a no-huddle offense. He sees the safety coming down, so he runs the ball to the left. Matt Ryan does a lot before the ball is snapped for this Atlanta Falcon organization, and he looks like he's been in this offense for some time.
Second and 5. On the run, taken off, and he'll slide for the first down. But just shy of it. It's where the slide begins. So he will be 1 yard shy. It'll be 3rd and 1.
That's what he told us, Mike. We're going to run a lot of bootlegs. I'm going to fake the ball to Freeman and come out to my right. That time they do a nice job covering the quick receiver in the flat. And Matt Ryan, who's worked hard on his speed and conditioning, rambles for the first down. He's got very underestimated athletic ability, Mike.
That's the Kyle Shanahan influence. Remember Mike Shanahan's Denver teams. Think of a Jake Plummer getting out of the pocket with the bootlegs. He's got the ability to do it. Before 3rd and 1, we have a timeout being taken here by the Falcons. Atlanta wasn't sure if they had the right people for the right moment. So we'll step out. 2:18 gone by in the second. ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And NFL Game Pass. Replay every NFL game all season. Start your free trial at NFL.com/Game Pass. Beautiful night here in Atlanta. Traffic inside the perimeter just dying down. Yeah, right, locals say. Coverage from Spider Cam brought to you by DirecTV. John, total yards. Atlanta 147, Philadelphia 35. Slow start on offense for the Eagles. Good start for the Falcons.
Very surprising. Credit to Dan Quinn and his Falcons ready to go.
Atlanta only 3 to show for it. They'll throw on 3rd and 1 and complete it for the first down to Levine Toilolo. The third-year tight end out of Stanford, who apprenticed when Tony Gonzalez was wrapping up his Hall of Fame career.
Just a quick outside breaking route by Toilolo. Atlanta, since Tony Gonzalez retired, last in the league in yardage accumulated from the tight end. Good to see some contributions from Toilolo. First down.
The new third receiver, longer Harry Douglas. The guy at the bottom of the screen is Leonard Hankerson. Number 29, it's a play pass, Ryan looking, and it is Roddy White's first and goal again for Atlanta. This time at the 7.
These deep crosses are hard to cover. I don't care who your corner is. But Byron Maxwell, for the second time, beaten by Roddy White across the field. And Roddy White, who recently had elbow surgery, had his knee drained in the preseason. Looks like he's back to his old self.
First and goal, Atlanta. Third time they've had that tonight. Coleman gets to the 4-yard line. This is where football games are so often decided. In the red zone. Here's Atlanta inside the 10 with first and goal for the third time in the first quarter plus, and they only have 3 to show for it. These big plays coming up here for the Falcons.
They certainly are, and they love to put Matt Ryan in a check with me situation. He's going to call one play and preview it with another. And don't lose sight of Julio Jones, Mike.
That's okay. Make sure that rookie running back knows exactly what he's doing. From the 4, Ryan, Julio Jones, touchdown scored. Touchdown Atlanta.
Somebody find Julio Jones. If you're a Philadelphia Eagle, I am shocked that Philadelphia has given Julio Jones this many looks in one-on-one coverage. They must get some help, or Julio Jones is going to have another big night. Quick screen on the outside, missed tackles, come in the open air, and that's too easy. But once again, it's Matt Ryan using a check with me, calling one play, killing it with another. He keeps the Falcons in optimum play selection.
As you know, extra point moved back. It's 33 yards now. Bryant to kick. Six catches, 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Worth every penny of the big deal he just saw. Julio Jones and the Falcons up 10-0. Last year in Green Bay on a Monday night, we saw Matt Ryan and Julio Jones put on a good show. And they're doing the same here to open the season. Matt Ryan very sharp in this new offense, 11 of 15 for 150 early in the second quarter.
Doing a nice job mixing it up. They have balance tonight, Mike. That's the one thing the Falcons haven't had the last couple years is balance. And clearly running the football, although they haven't made a lot of yards, has set up some beautiful play-action passes. So far, so good if you're Atlanta.
Bosher with the kickoff. No return. Let's check in on Julio's evening so far.
Well, Julio Jones has run a lot of different routes from different positions. Here, a bullet slant for a first down. Then it's a beautiful comeback. Nice job in transition for for another first down. He runs a deep cross pattern against man coverage. Catches the ball away from his body, and then a quick screen for 6. Done a lot of good things. He's a great player. Philadelphia's got to get an answer for Julio Jones. You can't continue to let him see the football this much.
They need to get something going on offense. 5th Eagles drive. They haven't done much, as you see, in the first 4. Sam Bradford from 20. Collapsing pocket. Gain of a half dozen to Darren Sproles. John, a couple of 3 and outs to start. 1 first down on that 3rd drive. And the same on the last drive. Why do you think so far it hasn't gotten going for Chip Kelly's team?
I think you got to credit Atlanta. They have not been shocked at all by the tempo, and they have gotten after Philadelphia. There's no running game whatsoever.
2nd and 4, and there's a first down. Riley Cooper, who was tweaking his back a little bit and was having it looked at on the sideline when the game got started, in there and makes the grab.
Look out there, Paul Soliai, Tyson Jackson, Hageman. There's no pass rush right now, and Philadelphia is going to take advantage of these run stuffers, not known for rushing passer. Good move by Chip Kelly. Throw it.
Former Charger Ryan Matthews out of the backfield in motion as Bradford throws. Caught by Matthews. Jordan Matthews takes it to Falcon territory at the 44. And a first down gain of 24.
Here come some fresh troops. Quickly, Dan Quinn counters with some speedier Atlanta Falcons. And let's see if Chip Kelly runs the ball against the lighter box now of the Falcon defense. It's quite a chess match with Chip Kelly. He likes to run against small people and throw it when your bigs are out there.
Throw this one to Josh Huff. Warlow will tackle him and throw him out of bounds inside 40 at the 37-yard line.
You see the quick delivery of Sam Bradford. Over 70% of his passes throughout his career are 10 yards or less. And he can really deal the ball quickly, catch and release from the gun.
Miles Austin, 1 of the 3 receivers to the bottom, 2 receivers going left, and wide open's Ryan Matthews, who dropped the ball.
Philadelphia has had some opportunities. They missed the seam route to Miles Austin early in the game. Atlanta blows the coverage, and Matthews drops an easy 15 to 20-yard gain.
Not a huge pass-catching target in the San Diego days. Caught only 9 in 6 games last year. This is caught by Matthews. What a play by Justin Durant to stop him shy of the first down. 4th and 1 at the 34.
Well, it's just a quick outside breaking route, and Durant, late to get a call, rallies and makes an impact open field tackle. Philadelphia's going for it. 4th and 1.
Fake to Murray. Bradford's got time, and the first down to Ertz. Zach Ertz inside the 20, and the Eagles are in the red zone for the first time tonight.
What a call. You run a bootleg to Sam Bradford's left, and there's Vic Beasley, defensive end, their first-round pick. Have not seen Beasley show up yet, but you see Sam Bradford deal the ball from awkward deliveries. What he does.
Best look drive of the night for Philadelphia, trying to get on the board. Here goes DeMarco Murray to the left, to the 11-yard line.
That time Selleck throws a key block. Brent Selleck has become known as a blocker in this Philadelphia Eagle running game, and conditioning starting to wear the Falcons down a little bit.
Fake to Murray over the top behind Ertz, and incomplete. Hit made by Ricardo Allen.
Ricardo Allen, a scout team, developmental practice squad corner last year. The starting free safety of the Atlanta Falcons punishes Zach Ertz. Bradford just missed the throw.
3rd down. 5 for the first down, 11 for the touchdown. 4 in the pattern. Bradford. Jordan Matthews covered by the nickelback Phillip Adams. Bradford knocked down as he threw, and a field goal attempt from Cody Parkey coming up.
You know, Mike, when you're a head coach, a new head coach, bring in some of the players that you know. And O'Brien Schofield came to Atlanta with Dan Quinn from Seattle, and he has delivered some beautiful hits so far today in this game.
Great year last year for Parkey. Was traded in the preseason of 2014 from Indianapolis. Battling a groin injury in this preseason, but knocks that through for the first Eagle points of this season. 4 poor drives, a good one, gets Philly on the board. Love their football here in Atlanta. Always great college football talk on the radio in this town. Fans of the Dogs, fans of Georgia Tech, and the Falcons got back in the conversation, the Michael Vick era. And then when Matt Ryan came in after the mess that was here, and Matt Ryan, number 3 overall pick, just took this franchise along with head coach Mike Smith. Steady growth the last 2 years and trying to get it restarted again. Lead the Eagles by 7. And here's the kickoff return with Eric Weems. Spun around to the 15 and gets past the 20 into the 23. Chris Maragos and E.J. Biggers, DBs, make the tackles. But Matt Ryan's name doesn't come up right away with the best in the league. It should in your mind, John, as he's in his 8th year in the league. 4,000 yards, 25 touchdown passes. That's not easy to do. Atkins streak, Breeze has done it 9 years in a row. Matt Ryan and Tom Brady 4 apiece.
And what a leader he is. And he loves football. You can't keep him out of the building. He's learned this new offense so he can teach his young Falcon teammates. It's a credit to him.
This drive starts from the Atlanta 23. Well, a fake action to set swing out. Got to be careful. That's a forward pass. It is. And it's incomplete. Rod White throttled down. Didn't keep going. John, you mentioned Matt Ryan. He's already 30. It's his 8th year in the league. I love what he told us. He said, generations have changed. Times have changed. When I came in the locker room as a rookie, guys were playing cards. They were playing dominoes. They're still doing that. But now they're doing it on their phone. One guy's on his phone over there, one guy's on his phone over here, and they're playing the games. So the generation's changing around him. He's still the steady guy.
That's how it is on the Monday Night Football bus, too, Mike.
That's right.
I mean, you're all by yourself playing with your video games. I'm trying to talk to you. I love Matt Ryan.
From the 23, puts it in the belly of Devontae Freeman. He goes forward to the 30. That'll be a gain of 7. Good pickup on 7 down. And your point about Ryan is really good, John, because the last 2 years have not been about him. They need to support him better with personnel and players.
Yeah, don't forget, Mike, they played for the division title last year in Week 16 at home and lost to Carolina. The NFC South is anybody's division. New Orleans lost yesterday. Carolina has some injuries. The Buccaneers were a mess. And Matt Ryan is still in the house.
3rd and 3. Eagles bring some pressure this time, and Ryan's throw for White is incomplete. Nolan Carroll and Roddy White were fighting. Carroll gets the check mark and the punt.
One thing that concerns me with Mike Person at center, they've had some bad snaps. That ball low and away causes Matt Ryan to take his eyes off the defense, feel a bad snap. It's been a problem in the preseason. I saw it as a problem on the practice field. They've got to get that corrected. You don't want to be feeling bad snaps in the gun.
Eagles were one shot in their special teams. They've lost a 0-2 for the game. Bosher with the kick. Good one. Deep in hang time. 59 yards. Sproles from the 11. Gets as much as he can out to the 25, but there is a penalty flag down.
Walter Thurman, number 26, just pushed a Falcon in the back. That'll back Philadelphia up.
Terry McCauley.
There are 2 fouls on the receiving team. Illegal block in the back. Receiving team, number 31, that penalty's declined. During the kick, holding receiving team. That penalty is accepted from the end of the kick. First down, Philadelphia. Timeout.
Take the one during the kick because it goes from where it caught it, which means we back you up way back towards your own end zone. Bradford averaging about 5 yards per pass attempt thus far. Most of that coming on the last drive. Back here in Atlanta. Look at Centennial Park, centerpiece of the Olympic Games. Mike Tirico, John Gruden, Lisa Salters, our producer Jay Robin, director Chip Dean. Monday Night Team back at it. Glad to have you with us as the Eagles and Falcons open up their season. The Vikings and 49ers to follow here on ESPN. Bradford, see if the rhythm continues from the last drive. Jordan Matthews, like a pinball, bounced around, gain of 2.
Well, Atlanta has found a pass rush. O'Brien Schofield has been in Sam Bradford's face repeatedly, and Bradford's gone down hard. 3 times it's been Schofield. 1 time it's been Claiborne.
Nickel pass rusher who was with Quinn in Seattle the last 2 years. Before that, an Arizona Cardinal, O'Brien Schofield. Here's DeMarco Murray coming out of the backfield. William Moore is at that safety spot for Atlanta with the stop to set up 3rd down.
I like William Moore. Only played 7 games last year, had shoulder problems. He was a Pro Bowler in 2012. If you watch Seattle's defense under Dan Quinn when he was there, the safeties are spectacular one-on-one tacklers. Will Moore's worked hard at his tackling, and it's showed so far tonight.
It's a long yard. They interjected and almost a gift of a pick 6 for Babineau. I don't even think he saw the ball that was knocked down by Vic Beasley, the number 8 pick in the draft.
Well, Philadelphia continues to throw these quick passes, quick screens, quick hitters in the flat. Atlanta knows they're not going to get to the quarterback. That time Beasley showed that impressive vertical leap that he had at Clemson.
6th drive, 3rd, 3 and out. Not the best kick at all. Coming back to only a 32-yard kick, but at the 46-yard line, Atlanta will take over. So a poor kick off the foot of Donnie Jones gives Atlanta its best field position of the night. There's Beasley, 8th overall pick in the 2015 draft, ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Guy running back in high school, then a tight end, then a linebacker, defensive end. Johnny got a lot of sacks. He has some speed off the edge. Question is, can he do what he did at Clemson here in the NFL?
So far, you just haven't seen much tonight other than that batted down pass. Tremendous athlete, 41-inch vertical. He can get off and rush the passer. Keep an eye on him.
Portion of the field where teams like to take a shot from the 46. Ryan will start it with a run. And the rookie Tevin Coleman gets about 5 yards. Boy, maybe 6 to 40. Boy, a lot of questions. Who was going to run the ball here in Atlanta? Really, it's backed by committee that hasn't proven a heck of a lot.
Well, Tevin Coleman, over 2,000 yards at Indiana, has speed to get the edge and speed to finish long runs. Off to a good start.
Here he is again looking for that edge. Cuts it back inside and gains 2 yards to the 38-yard line. That's where he's going to be marked. We're talking about getting to the edge, John. That's so important in the way the blocking scheme has changed for Atlanta this year.
A lot of combination blocks in this zone scheme, and you got to trust them. That time I thought Coleman was a little bit quick to look for the outside bounce. You got to press it, take what's there, bounce it when you have to.
Top of your screen, Julio Jones and Byron Maxwell continue their battle. One-on-one over there for the moment. Ryan's looking the other way, and it's caught by Hankerson for the first down. Forward progress will get Leonard Hankerson to the 35.
It's a nice route by Hankerson, and he shows no fear, none. Going to start to the flat. He breaks back inside, beats Jenkins, and there's Kiko Alonso. You got to have guts to be a slot receiver. Nice work by Hankerson.
3:40 left. Falcons have led and controlled the game from the start. Down, Coleman, gain of 3.
It's amazing. isn't it, Mike, watching Matt Ryan in a new offense with a running back that's a rookie out of Indiana. Mike Person, the center, was the 6th different center that I saw the Falcons use in the preseason. Andy Levitri, the left guard, only practiced 4 times, yet Matt Ryan still has the ability to audible and change plays repeatedly.
Coleman and Devontae Freeman, the running back. Here comes some pressure. Ryan gets it right to Julio Jones. Hard to tackle him one-on-one in space. First down Atlanta inside the Eagles 25.
You play a zone defense against Kyle Shanahan. They're going to use Hankerson and Roddy White as a lead blocker and just throw the ball in the flat to Julio Jones. They're doing all kind of good things, creating ways to get Julio Jones the ball.
7 balls already here in this first half. Alonso had to pause the blitz. Jones underneath again. Punishing run. Julio Jones close to a first down. There's a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Same play, they just flipped it. They got one of the receivers
Pass
for holding.
interference. Offense number 84. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, Roddy White.
Blocking before the ball is thrown. You really see that call. But it's the same play they just ran on the previous down. And Roddy White caught blocking before Ryan released the football. Boy, I don't like that call, Mike, at all.
There's not much contact. He does have a grab of the jersey, but it looked like he was trying to block it. In any case, the flag is first and 20 on the other side of the 2. It is the Toyota halftime. Susie Colbert, Chris Carter, Ray Lewis here with us in Atlanta. We'll get everyone's thoughts on the first half. Back in Bristol, Adam and Mort working the phones. Their insider update and the latest on the Des Bryant injury. But obviously, is significant throughout the league. That foot injury suffered in the bizarre game last night with the Giants, but impacts Philadelphia, figuring to battle in this division with the Cowboys. Dallas and Philadelphia will meet on Sunday at the Link. 2 timeouts left for the Falcons. From the 34, it's complete to the tight end, Jacob Tammy, and he gets it inside the 30-yard line. And a quick whistle, and time taken by Philadelphia. So Chip Kelly wants to preserve time for his team to get the ball back in this first half. 2nd and 13 out of the timeout. Devontae Freeman in the back. He leaks out. Ryan hits him. And the former Florida State runner takes it to the 15, just a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. No timeouts here either way. The clock tumbles.
You see D'Amico Ryans, number 59, missed this tackle on the check down, and D'Amico coming off that Achilles injury last year, not quite 100%. He usually makes that tackle.
Atlanta will milk some time here, so Philly doesn't get it back with much. 3rd and 1. Great penetration by the Eagles. It allows Walter Thurman to come up and make the play. Time will be taken here by Philly with 1:10 remaining, and the Falcons will be forced to attempt a field goal.
Very disappointing. Alonso with an interception for the Eagles in the red zone earlier in the game. That time it's Thurman, another off-season acquisition, unblocked as a free safety. Sets up Bryant.
The red zone defense is just as important as red zone offense. It decides games here, and all the credit to Philly. The spectacular interception by Alonso that you pointed out. A great job there. I think it was Michael Kendricks who got up there in the hole and started that whole penetration push. We got a good read on it for Philly. 39-yarder for the 40-year-old Bryant. and the Falcons lead by 10. Your old kicker.
That Bryant, I trained him well, Mike.
Eagles offense has 113 yards in the first half, 69 of them coming on one drive. So Chip Kelly's offense has not been able to get going. DeMarco Murray limited 4 attempts, -4 yards. One big 12-yard loss for the leading rusher in the league last year with the Cowboys. One highlight play in that first half, Kiko Alonso, the big interception that happened. Take back, total replay, look at it from different angles.
Well, you see Jacob Tammy run a corner route and take the Philadelphia Eagles with him. That sets up Rocky White one-on-one against a linebacker. And normally this is a slam dunk. You don't see a 6'4" linebacker twist his body and make a one-handed, left-handed interception. If it's not this play, it's 20-3 Falcons. Alonso has kept Philly in this game. I like that Chip Kelly used the timeout. They've got plenty of time to get something before the half, Mike.
Minute 5 and one timeout. 5 in the pattern for Bradford, who gets hit again and through an interception. William Moore. The pressure came from Grady Jarrett, the rookie out of Clemson. So one Clemson rookie has given him a pass rush tonight, and it's a turnover for the Eagles.
Grady Jarrett on a stunt, number 97. You have Pro Bowl left tackle Jason Peters. It's not switched properly. Bradford is punished. You stare right down the gun barrel and telegraph a throw against the zone defense, and a veteran ex-Pro Bowl safety pick your pocket. Atlanta, under new head coach Dan Quinn, has found a defense so far. I can't tell you how impressed I am.
The Alonso interception for Philly, the Moore interception for Atlanta, the 2 turnovers of this half. What an opportunity for the Falcons, who get the ball to start the third quarter. They could put up 3 scores in a row if they get one here. Ryan hit his heater. He fumbled the football. Diving for it, the Eagles come up with it. What a big play by the Philly defense. Barwin, the recovery, the pressure from Fletcher Cox.
Did not
Flag
like
down
that.
in the secondary. Flag down in the secondary. Didn't see that.
Illegal contact, defense number 50.
Wow.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Kiko Alonso.
Surprised that Atlanta went to a no-back play and gave no help to their offensive linemen. Atlanta very fortunate on that play.
Falcons will have it up to 22 with 51 seconds left. Here's a quick look.
Take a look at Alonso.
There's a tag. He's outside of 5 yards. He touched him for sure. And the twist of the arm, maybe the reason that it was called by the official. But he saw the shoulders turn. Ryan taking a shot. Julio Jones, touchdown, Atlanta.
That's hammering Julio Jones to you, Mike. He used to have a guy in Atlanta named Hank Aaron, hammering Hank Aaron. Julio Jones has that name now. It's bump and run coverage against the well-known Maxwell. And Julio Jones, too strong, too fast, and Matt Ryan can't throw the ball any better. This pylon cam we have, Mike.
Julio.
Whew. Hammering Julio.
Second touchdown of the night for Jones. That flag on Alonso, and Eagle fans are going to be talking about that for a while. Was that illegal contact worthy of calling in that situation? Bryant getting the extra point, and it is 20-3. Where are you coming up with this whole hammering Julio deal?
I used to love Hank Aaron of the Braves. You know, I was a little kid. He hit the 715th home run. I haven't seen a guy like this in Atlanta in a long time.
Home run hitter?
So I changed hammering Hank to hammering Julio Jones. We had him on Monday Night Football against Green Bay last year. How'd you like to cover Julio Jones? I mean, you got to get up his face. You need help underneath. You need help over the top. They've had no answer whatsoever against Julio Jones. You got to get 2 hands on him, then it's got to go to 1, then you better turn and run. But Julio Jones, after the catch, as a blocker, as a down-the-field threat. He's doing the same things I've seen him do the last couple of years. Great player.
Like I said, John, that's an Atlanta score, the field goal. The turnover gets them the ball. They score the touchdown. They get the ball to start the third. That's one of those where it's a three-position run unless Philly can get something here. As Bosher kicks it deep, it's a touchback. Jerry Austin is back with us on Monday Night Football, refereeing a couple Super Bowls. Jerry, this call here, Philly fans are going to want to know, is this enough for illegal contact?
That meets the requirements of the illegal contact because the defender goes out after the receiver, jukes him, turns him. Now, you look back to see if the ball is gone yet. That is the question. Had the ball been released? If it had, then it's nothing.
So it's not pass interference, it's illegal contact because it's outside the 5 yards from the line of scrimmage.
That's correct.
And the turn is what made the guy throw the flag.
That's correct.
Thank you, pal. Jerry with us all season long. From the 20, Bradford flinging it towards Sproles. And right now, the Eagles offense is not a finely oiled machine.
Well, the pass protection isn't holding up. And the one thing Atlanta wanted to do was upgrade the pass rush. Earlier, we saw Grady Jarrett, a rookie from Clemson, smash Sam Bradford. That time it's Vic Beasley, another ex-Clemson Tiger, applying the pressure.
Run it here with Sproles, who accelerates across the 30-yard line. It's a first down. This is pulled up by the nickel back, Phillip Adams, a half minute ago.
Last year, Philadelphia down 17-0 in the opener against Jacksonville. Sproles turned it around with an impact run.
Beasley off the edge, gets to Bradford, and when you can get around the edge past Jason Peters and force an incomplete pass, you've done something.
They are punishing Sam Bradford. You said it. Get off. Not many people get the edge on Jason Peters. Did you see it? That first step quickness by Vic Beasley.
7-time Pro Bowl left tackle, twice first-team All-Pro, 4-time second-team All-Pro. About as good at that position as you have. If you can get past him, you have a chance. Sproles cuts it up. It's the 38-yard line. There's a flag down. Looked like a hold happened there. With 14 left.
Holding, offense number 76. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Well, Philadelphia has made a lot of mistakes. They've turned the ball over. They've dropped some passes. They haven't protected well, and they have had no running game, Mike. Other than the little quick hitter Sproles a minute ago, Philadelphia lucky to have any yards rushing.
6 runs, John, for 7 yards. DeMarco Murray just watching. Here's Sproles again. He'll get from 28 to yet 7. Yet another flag comes down with 8 seconds remaining.
These guards for Philadelphia, I think they have number 66, Andrew Gardner, who's had his hands full.
Off number 66. 10-yard penalty, second down.
It might be time just to get out of Dodge here and get to the locker room and start over for the Eagles.
I agree.
So if I told you that at halftime it was 20-3, would you have ever thought it would be the Falcons up 20-3?
That's why you don't pay attention to the preseason, Mike.
That's right.
Do not pay attention to preseason statistics. It means absolutely nothing.
Sproles, halftime. And the good people from Atlanta feeling good about their team. They get the ball to start the second half. On the other side of this break, Susie Culver and Company with the Toyota halftime. Falcons 20, Eagles 3. 17-0 was the score. Jacksonville over Philly at halftime week 1 last year. 17-point deficit again week 1 for the Eagles. They came back to that game 34-17. See if this turns around. Tirico, John Gruden. John, some things stick out. 203 passing yards for Matt Ryan and the Falcons. Pretty impressive. But what about this? Not just the 3 points here, but 8 rushing yards for Philadelphia. What's happening?
Philadelphia's got to pick it up, Mike. They're not pass protecting very well.
What's happening?
Philadelphia's got to pick it up, Mike. They're not pass protecting very well. They're not run blocking. They're making penalties. They're dropping passes. Hopefully that's a wake-up call for Philadelphia. Get a first down. But most importantly, find somebody that can cover Julio Jones.
In our DraftKings third-quarter reset, let's talk about getting Matt Ryan and the Atlanta offense, I should say, rolling at the start of this game and the defense on Sam Bradford.
Well, the Falcons have found a pass rush in the first half. They've also taken DeMarco Murray completely out of this football game. And the line stunts have caused confusion and problem for Philadelphia. The Will Moore interception for the half backbreaker. Important right now that Atlanta puts their foot down and tries to put this game away without giving Philadelphia an opportunity to climb back in it.
Atlanta gets the ball to start this third quarter. Bradford is first half with the Eagles as the quarterback, 15-27, no touchdowns, 1 interception. It's a line drive, knuckling down to Weems, who has a chance to return from a yard deep. And he'll be stopped shy of the 20-yard line. Initial hit by Malcolm Jenkins, the starter. Yes. Here's Lisa Saltz.
Hey, Mike. Well, remember, Dan Quinn told us that he wanted to bring attitude to his defense, and he just told me that he's definitely seeing that tonight. He said, I feel their energy, they're attacking, they're playing hard, they're hitting hard. That's what I want. As for the Eagles, Chip Kelly said the problem is the O-line isn't giving Sam Bradford enough time to set his feet, and he said they're only rushing 4, so how to get that straightened out. On defense, he said, we've got to do what Atlanta's doing to us. We've got to put pressure on Matt Ryan. We're not getting enough pressure on the quarterback. Mike?
Good stuff, Lisa. Thank you. Ryan and the Falcons start from their own 16-yard line, and Tevin Coleman, the rookie out of Indiana, who ran it for 31 yards on 10 carries in the first half, gets 4 to start this half.
And I credit DeMarco, the fullback of the Falcons. He's done some nice things as the lead blocker in this 2-back set for Atlanta. Remember, Philadelphia does not practice against it at all. Philadelphia doesn't have a tight end on their team. Some of these formations, these old school formations, are foreign to the Eagle defense.
2nd and 6. Look out. Matt Ryan is pressured and brought down. The quarter pressure from Nolan Carroll forced him to step right into Fletcher Cox's hands, and the sack.
That's defensive coordinator Bill Davis taking matters into his own hands. You're going to see Nolan Carroll, a corner blitz. And Toyolo, the tight end, no match for the speed and quickness of Nolan Carroll, the ex-Miami Dolphin.
Well, Toyolo and the rookie running back Coleman were there, and neither one helped out the new teammate, the franchise, Matt Ryan. The third 14, Eagles trying to make an early statement on D. This time, Ryan has time. He's intercepted underneath. Walter Thurman inside the 10, and it's first and goal at the 8-yard line.
Walter Thurman has been a turnover magnet on the practice field, and it continues. A terrible decision by Matt Ryan. Late down the middle, you're going to see Thurman, the ex-Seattle Seahawk, pick his pocket. He's reading the quarterback the whole way, gets a great jump on it. That's a bad decision by Matt Ryan to start the third quarter. That's just what Philadelphia needed.
Second interception thrown by Ryan. The first one was the great play by Joe Alonzo, the Eagles linebacker in the end zone, and here Thurman comes in. Man was with the Giants last year, moved from corner to safety. Man, Chip Kelly knows from his Oregon days. So now Sam Bradford from the Eagles, quick chance to jump back in this game. From the 8, Bradford surveys, comes back to Marco Murray, who dropped it. With Justin Durant waiting to hit him. Marco Murray. We go back to last season with Dallas. Over 40 yards in every game in the first half. Remember, he got off to that great start of 100-yard games, his first 8 games, setting a league record. -4 running yards to start in the first half of this one. Here's Murray running right, got the edge, and Murray's in for an Eagles touchdown.
That's that sweet play, and it's a nice run by Murray, but not many teams have a center like Kelsey who can pull around the horn from the center position. How many men can snap the ball, pull around the horn, find a linebacker on the second level, finish him? That's why Kelsey's a Pro Bowl center, and nightmare start to the third quarter for the Falcons.
Kelsey's as good at that as anyone in the league, that position, right?
Indeed, and Lane Johnson, their young right tackle, threw a beautiful block as well.
33-yard extra point added by Parkey. So Atlanta had a chance to go 3 straight possessions with a score. Instead, they turn it over, give the Eagles great field position. And DeMarco Murray scores for the first time as Eagle. ESPN's Monday Night Football is brought to you by Everest, the most intense IMAX 3D experience in theaters September 18th. GMC, we are professional grade. And NFLshop.com, find the largest selection of NFL products at the official store of the NFL. This place called the Beautiful Restaurant here in Atlanta. They like to say they serve heaping helpings of kindness, consideration, and incredible home-cooked food. Been doing it proudly since 1979. Eagles right back in this one from 7 deep. Weems will take a knee. 2 touchdowns, 2 picks for number 2, Matt Ryan. Here's the second one.
I think he got fooled by the coverage. You see the split safety look right here, and number 26, Thurman, comes down to read the quarterback. Clearly gets a good jump on this. I think Matt Ryan was fooled by the coverage. And Walter Thurman, who's had an excellent training camp in preseason, making the conversion from corner to safety, makes a huge play for Philadelphia to put right back in this game.
They've been through some safeties since Weapon X. Brian Dawkins was there in 2009. 14 now with Thurman. Try to get some stability there. See some confusion in the secondary as Ryan throws complete in a limited game for Jacob Tammy of 3.
You see Matt Ryan go to a no-back set. And every time they get into that no-back set, you see these Eagle linebackers changing their defense. That time, Alonzo audible to a 3-man rush to get the extra coverage defenders. And Matty Ice, let's see what he's made of on 2nd and 6.
Here's Coleman. Patient, got through the hole, and Coleman gets to the 34, first down for Atlanta.
Julio Jones, as a blocker, does some great things. Anytime a running back can bounce the ball to the outside, you need perimeter blocking. Julio Jones versus Malcolm Jenkins, Roddy White, 2 very good blockers on the perimeter. They use that size to their advantage.
The linebacker up there top of the screen, and Alonso back hovering in the secondary. They chose to keep it with a run, and Coleman gets a first down run of about 4.
You see what Matt Ryan continues to do. He uses motion with a dummy snap count to read the deployment of the Eagle defense and continues to stay with this running game. Mike, how many times did you see Steven Jackson get 13 carries last year in the game? So far, the rookie from Indiana, 13 carries and 49 yards has been impressive, and the Falcons have hung in there with their running game.
Second and 6, the pressure comes. They throw the other side. Julio Jones is a flick throw as Jones goes down the sideline. He stepped out of bounds. Lev Hankerson was over there blocking. Question is, did he block too soon? That would be offensive pass interference.
Pass interference, offense number 85. 10-yard penalty, second half.
Good call. It's the same play Roddy White was flat for in the first half. They're just throwing the ball in the flat to Julio Jones with 2 lead blockers. And the officials have obviously been alerted to this play by Chip Kelly's coaching staff, and it's the second time the Falcons have been penalized.
Just trying to get some of the medicine the Eagles usually receive, because teams often bring to the officials' attention, hey, on all these little plays that the Eagles throw out of the spread formation, sometimes they're blocking downfield too early, with linemen getting a couple of yards downfield. Penalty makes it 2nd 16. And Ryan finds Nick Williams, first-year man out of the University of Connecticut, a surprise roster addition. He spent a brief part a couple of seasons ago on the Washington roster, now a Falcon.
So far, this Falcon offensive line has done a good job in pass protection against some good rushers. Chester at right guard, Person center, Schrader at right tackle. Look the blitz right now from defensive coordinator Bill Davis.
Teron Ward, the third back, is in for 3rd and 11. Here comes the pressure, John. Ryan throws, and it's nearly intercepted. Let's see. Incomplete. It hit the ground. And Ryan hit the ground. Malcolm Jenkins couldn't secure the catch.
Fletcher Cox punishes Matt Ryan, and I think it's clearly incomplete.
Fletcher Cox was the one who brought the pressure and knocked down Matt Ryan, forcing the punt. And Matt Bosher on for Atlanta.
Boy.
Another huge kick. Oh, look at that. Oh, 62 yards and a turn signal. Exit right at the 5. Wow. Outstanding kick by the 5th-year punter, Bosher. Dan Bradford, who was a Heisman in 2008, suffered the injury to the shoulder at Oklahoma in 2009. Didn't have the greatest cast surrounding him with the Rams and had a couple of injuries, including the ACL injury that really has kept him away from regular season games for 99 weeks until he returns here and sees his left tackle, James Peters, move early.
Ball start. Offense number 71. After this is to the ball. First down.
Peters has surprisingly struggled tonight. Crowd noise a factor every time you're on the road in a backed up situation. Let's see if these Falcon fans can cut it loose.
Underneath completion, huge hit on Jordan Matthews by William Moore. Gain of 7. Matthews pops right back up. Gain to the 10-yard line. Mark it at the 9.
Bill Moore with an old-fashioned slobber knocker there.
The helmet, the crumb lowered there. At that point, he's a runner. He's not defenseless because he caught the ball and made a move. Bradford throws to Riley Cooper. That's complete to 15, and the Eagles will have a first down.
Sam Bradford played the Seattle Seahawks twice a year as a member of the Rams, and he knows against this 3-deep, 4-under zone defense, you have to be patient. So far in this second half, he's done just that.
From the 16, Murray running left to set Kelsey, pains the path, and Murray bet run, but a flag down as DeMarco gets out to the 35-yard line.
Holding, offense number 87.
It's Brent Selleck, the tight end, who's whistled for the flag thrown back the backfield. One of the officials deeper downfield blew his whistle.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, grasping the face mask. Offense for 29. That penalty's declined. Holding, offense number 87, half minutes to the goal, first down.
You can stiff arm, but if you grab the face mask, that's the second penalty. Here's the first.
You see Kelsey working against Schofield.
Left arm had Schofield's left shoulder pad. It was earlier in that replay. Backs him up to the 8-yard line. Not much on that one, but called. The first and 18 now. Jordan Matthews in a lot of traffic. Got away from a lot of folks. Corey Bierman pulls him down, but a terrific run by Matthews, part of a great rookie class of receivers of a year ago. And he is injured.
They love throwing these quick screens to Matthews, who's one of the bigger slot receivers in pro football, and have to be big and physical to catch these kind of passes.
We saw Matthews take the big a couple of plays ago, now being walked off by the athletic training staff of the Eagles after that gain of 19. Top 5 of the good crop of rookie receivers last year in both yards and receptions. And he'll be assessed by the medical staff of Philadelphia. First down for Bradford. Complete that to Miles Austin, former Cowboy. Had 1,000-yard seasons all the way back in 2009 and 2010. Here's run 9 of the night, DeMarco Murray. He'll be stopped short of the first down by Rashid Hageman.
Hageman, second-round pick last year. Nice play in pursuit. These sweep plays to the right have been successful for Philadelphia, running behind Lane Johnson.
Ryan Matthews, the former Charger first-rounder, at the running back spot. 3rd and 1, Bradford getting into a good rhythm now. Just shy of midfield for the first down with Ertz, and 2 flags come in. Offense pass interference.
Going to call a pick. Philadelphia likes crossing route.
Offense number 17, 10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It's the rookie Nelson Aguilar.
Short yardage situations, it's man-to-man coverage. You see Aguilar. Good call, easy call. That's a rookie mistake by Nelson Aguilar.
That's the pull start on first down 5. The multiple penalties on the Murray run, including a hold, and now the OPI offensive pass interference. Eagles trying to get out of their own way. Bradford complete underneath, and Matthews gets the yards for first down. Run after the catch by Ryan Matthews. Keeps the drive alive.
That is impressive by Ryan Matthews. 3rd down and long, just a simple check down. Catch the ball, go north and south, and get first down. Good work.
From the 38, Bradford fires, Austin catches in Falcon territory at the 47. Don't you sense Philadelphia finding a rhythm here in 3rd?
I was just going to say, the conditioning starting to take its toll, I think, on Atlanta. I see hands on the hips. The communication not as crisp on defense.
Back-to-back gains of Skull and 15. And Bradford underneath. Matthews gains 8 as Paul Warlow tackles him.
Patience. Philadelphia sending 4 receivers vertical with Matthews working underneath. And they're hurting the underneath coverage of the Falcon defense.
C81 Jordan Matthews went out a moment ago. Assessed by the medical staff. Allowed to return to play. 2nd and 2. Screen set up. Matthews got away from Babineau. got the first down to the 30-yard line, making the 29. Penalty flag again on the perimeter.
Holding, offense number 62. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Kelsey, the center, and that's 4 flags on this drive for Philadelphia. The Eagle fans who are here are getting annoyed.
Take a look at Kelsey, the center, 62. He's going to leave and look to be the lead blocker on this screen pass. He and Justin Durant. I didn't see anything.
Now Darren Sproles the back. That's where Bradford's going. Sproles. Small package of speed and acceleration.
Ishmael, the backup safety, 36, comes in the game and is late in coverage, and you do not want to blow a coverage against Darren Sproles scattered out of the backfield. Ishmael's out of the game now. Sproles in the slot. They've been using him on crossing routes quite a bit throughout the preseason in these no-back sets.
Drive started back at the 5. Bradford throws, and that is ruled incomplete. Ertz couldn't pull it off the ground in time. You saw there were bodies back by the quarterback, Bradford. And slow to get up Philadelphia is Jason Peters, their all-pro left tackle.
Peters went down awkwardly.
There's the roll-up with Kelsey and Jarrett. Trap Peters. Undrafted from Buffalo. Was a tight end, John. Became a left tackle, acquired by Philadelphia, has become one of the best, and now he's got himself down to 320 pounds, lightest he has been since he was a tight end, making the early transition to offensive tackle.
33 years old, what a player he's been. And Matt Tobin now comes into the game at left tackle. And you have Vic Beasley, your first-round draft choice, to rev up this Falcon pass rush. Great opportunity for Beasley. Don't be surprised if Chip Kelly runs the screen pass to slow the rush down.
Tobin, 64, started 7 games last year. It's his 3rd year in the league. Out of Iowa. They run away to the other side. Let Sproles take off. He got a good block downfield. And Darren Sproles takes it inside the 10. Pulled down up high and add on to that. Flag on the Falcons to be 1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Killing Atlanta with the seat play to the right. Selleck at the point of attack.
Personal foul and Mr. Roughness. Horse collar tackle. Defense number 37. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
Big block here at the point of attack by Selleck. You pull 2 offensive linemen, and if Darren Sproles gets the corner, look out. And again, it's Kelsey at a second level. Jason Kelsey from the center position. Unbelievable athletic talent.
You might think horse collar's only in the back, but once you're inside that opening of the jersey where he pulled him down there, same protections apply for the runner. 1st and goal, Philadelphia trying to tighten this to a 3-point game. Darko Murray back in. Legs Murray trying to get to the edge. Out of bounds after a gain of a yard. It's Ricardo Allen. Just flagged to make that stop.
Mike, it's these sweep plays that wear a defense out. They run full speed to the sideline, and these poor Falcons had to chase a number of fresh backs. A lot, and they're wearing down.
Jason Peters, left tackle, back in against Dan Quinn's Falcon defense. Dan Quinn making his NFL head coaching debut here tonight. Play 13 of the drive is Bradford. Murray, touchdown!
Pass protection. Sam Bradford moving in the pocket, keeps the ball in a throwing position, and DeMarco Murray, touchdown. Jason Peters at left tackle, number 71, checks back into the lineup. Bradford, under late pressure, surveys the field, in Philadelphia was on move Bradford 9 for 10, Mike, 91 yards and a score, and they overcame a lot of penalties on that drive.
Four different penalties on that drive. Got him pushed back to the 3 to get it started. Harkey. 3-point game. DeMarco Murray caught one touchdown pass his whole Dallas career. Got one here in game 1 of the Eagles. Been in the end zone twice. Bradford the Birds on a comeback trail. Houston and Texas are tied at 1 tonight. They've got an important series at the top of the AL West. Houston on top by a game and a half to start the night. That's tomorrow night on ESPN Eastern Time. Also going to get the Cubs and the Pirates on Wednesday. 4 teams battling in their playoff spot. Weems from 5 for Atlanta. And the Eagles have a whole bunch of momentum they are building here in this third quarter. It started with the Matt Ryan interception and Atlanta not being able to sustain offense. We'll see if they can change that in a moment. It's following the exact pattern of that Week 1 2014 game against Jacksonville. The Eagles outscored the Jaguars 14-0 in the third quarter of that one. Got within 3 and scored the last 20 of game to win. Here they are within 3 again. Third drive of the third quarter for Atlanta. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, getting in, got penetration. Couldn't get the hit, but it limits the Tevin Coleman game to 1.5 yards.
Well, defensive coordinator Bill Davis is revving up some blitzes. You see Nolan Carroll, a cornerback, come off Ryan's blind side. Then he stands everybody up. Fletcher Cox beats left guard Andy Levitre, punishes Matt Ryan. And in these long yardage passing situations, Philadelphia has gotten after this offensive line of the Falcons.
A lot of these snaps, rookie Coleman has needed Ryan to move him to the correct spot. 3 receivers right. Here's Julio Jones. Hankerson with the block and a flag. This will come back. Hankerson holding Malcolm Jenkins of Philadelphia.
This is ridiculous. This is the third quick screen that Julio Jones.
Offense number 85. Half distance at all. Second down.
Has caught, and it's the third time the Falcons have held. You can't call these quick screens if you're going to hold it every time.
Jones slowly walks over to the sideline.
Quick screen, you see Hankerson. That's not even close.
Lifted him by both sides of his shoulder pads. It's going to
dial up a different play.
Hard to hide. Get the spot right, so it'll be at the 7, which will make it 2nd and 15. Big first half for Jones. Quiet here in the second. As the screen, there's nobody there, so he throws it at the feet of Coleman. And now Philadelphia is on everything Atlanta wants to do.
Well, Philadelphia knows Atlanta has no confidence in their pass protection. They know they're throwing nothing but screens and quick screens. That time they sat all over the slow screen, and on third down and 15, Falcons got to be very careful. And look for Fletcher Cox, an inside pass rushing force to tee off.
He's 91 in Eagles green and white. Quick count draw. Can Coleman get there? Yes, he can. First down to the 27. That's the burst of speed for this third-round rookie of IU, Indiana.
That's a great call. He didn't get the first down. If you're worried about a 4-man pass rush, teeing off on your quarterback, run a draw. The defensive line is going one way, the linebacker is going another way in coverage, and that gap creates separation for talented back. Huge first down for Atlanta.
Needed 15, got 20. Good NFL debut for Coleman. Now Devontae Freeman takes the toss. DeMarco, the fullback, seeking an eagle, and finally got some space for his tailback to gain 8.
That's
Injured
a neat
eagle.
run.
Injured eagle, Nolan Carroll.
Design cutback. They're going to toss the ball to Freeman and present the illusion they're going outside to the right, and it's a design cutback where he picks up his lead blocker, fullback number 42, Patrick DeMarco. Good work.
Nolan Carroll went out. Chris Maragos has come in at safety as Philadelphia reconfigures its secondary. Run by Freeman for the first down. He's hit hard by Brandon Graham, former Michigan Wolverine.
All these runs and successful runs. Good time for a play action pass. Falcons had a lot of success in the first half with first down play action passing.
You saw 23 Nolan Carroll back in the game. Again, run it, and it is Freeman, stopped to the 40-yard line as we spin down to 35 seconds left here.
You know, sometimes the head coach tells the offensive coordinator, run the ball, get me a couple first downs so I can rest my defense. And you look at Dan Quinn on that Falcons sideline, his defensive lineman tired, taking advantage of some rest. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter, but they're going to need these Falcon defenders to seal the deal.
All 14 of the third scored by the Eagles. Off we go to the fourth quarter in Atlanta. Falcons 20, Eagles 17 on Monday Night Football.
ESPN, celebrating the legacy of Monday Night Football.
Both of these head coaches, like Bill Parcells likes to say, they can shop for their own groceries because they have personnel. Chip Kelly getting that in a personnel switch and change in Philadelphia. Dan Quinn getting it right out of the gate as he was hired after 2 years as the Seahawks defensive coordinator. Their team's putting on a good show to open the season. Fourth quarter begins. It's 2nd and 8. And a carry for Tevin Coleman takes him to the 44-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Once again, a design cutback toss play, and it sets up a short yardage situation. Julio Jones been quiet in the second half. A man-to-man coverage situation. Let's see if Maxwell looks for Julio Jones. Indeed he is.
Aaron Maxwell, corner they acquired from Seattle here in the offseason. Number 31. Comes the pressure from Philly. Ryan throws, and it's complete to Roddy White. The veteran has the first down at the 42.
That time I thought Maxwell would go with Julio. He chose to take Roddy White, who beat him easily with a quick slant route. They love to put Roddy White in these close formations, and he widens on his departure, and he's wicked coming back inside. Beautiful route.
33 years old. White now his 11th year in the league. Still got it. 80 catches last year. Stretching it to Devontae Freeman. And he is stopped. That Atlanta offensive line, which did a better job in the first half, having a tougher time here in the second.
Well, Philadelphia is challenging Kyle Shanahan to throw the football. They know Atlanta is going to struggle in pass protection. And they are covering up the center, both guards, and creating some one-on-one situations. Matt Ryan's going to have to throw this football sooner or later against this pass rush.
Second and 11, they bring 5. Ryan throws underneath. Hankerson able to keep it going to get first down at the 30-yard line.
The pass protection, Kiko Alonso on a blitz. They give Matt Ryan time to set his feet and throw an accurate pass to Hankerson, who rallies for the first down.
14 yards to Matty White, 13 to Hankerson, keeping his drive going. And on the boot, it's right, rolling. Nowhere to throw, so he'll run it for 5 yards. 25. It's a player who has that athletic ability, but has not been in a scheme that gives him a chance to do that.
Well, it's the second time, Mike. He's fake the ball to his left and come out to his right on a bootleg, and he's athletic. 2 times he's carried the ball for positive yardage. That's miserable on a defense when you got to defend multiple launching spots.
Number 3 overall pick back in 2008, following Jake and Chris Long, unrelated. Left run, big shoulder hit by Coleman. Off the tackle, Coleman to the 10, flag down. Again.
Holding offense number 67. 10-yard penalty, second down.
Tandy Levici, who was just acquired from Tennessee, negates a 14-yard gain.
Take a look at the left guard, 67, Levici, working against Taylor Hart. A lot of penalties in this second half.
Left arm up on the shoulder pad. The reason that he ended up calling it, once he went down, he had him wrapped up. 16 penalties assessed against these teams, not against Philly. 7 walked off on the Falcons. Second and 14 underneath. It's the tight end Jacob Tanny. Got hit low by Kendricks and finished by the other inside linebacker, Kiko Alonso.
Here comes the fresh pass rushers of the Philadelphia Eagles. Graham, Cox, Vinnie Curry. 3rd down and 7. Defensive coordinator Bill Davis been very proactive in obvious passing situations with some strange alignments and blitzes. Keep an eye on Alonso, number 50. He's blitzed 3 times in this half.
Here they come. Ryan's going to get hit. Put it up top, and it's off the helmet of Connor Barwin, who dropped back in coverage and incomplete.
All-out blitz. You can count on Bill Davis to bring the house in critical situations. And how about Connor Barwin? That's the 2nd time Barwin has made an excellent coverage play down the field. Ball slightly underthrown. Walter Thurman beating down on Matt Ryan.
Got the shoulder pad first before the helmet. Matt Bryant, who from this distance has been so consistent, from 44 to extend the lead to 6. A little conversation over there as the play ends up around Bryant. The Eagles right in the middle of it there. Peacemaker in the middle is number 80, Levine Toilolo. No flags thrown. Everybody splits away. Falcons had it for 7 minutes and 50 seconds and get 3. ESPN's Monday Night Football brought to you by Xbox One, the official game console of the NFL. The Scion IA and IM premium standard features that actually come standard. Weird, right? And LiftMaster, the #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Falcons lead by 6 here in the ATL. Our coverage from SpiderCam is brought to you by DirecTV. A little scrum on the back end of that 44-yard field goal for Bryant. Extending the margin to 6. And Matt Usher sends it all the way to the back of the end zone. So Bradford will try to lead the Eagles to a touchdown to take the lead. Fantasy football world, even the football we've all known, these are the yards that were important, the 100. But Philadelphia, explain to me why the other yardage, the 53 and a third, the width of the field, really matters.
They keep running these sweep plays, Mike, and you have to go chase these people down. And it's a long way to run, and then you got to reset. And when the ball is on the Eagle sideline, they go real fast. Because if you're on defense, you got a long way to go to get back to your bench. Tempo and hash mark at part of Chip Kelly's offense. They wear you out with these lateral sweep plays.
And that's what you said was happening to Atlanta there. In the third quarter, 2 touchdown drives in Philly's 2 drives. They'll start here with a run with DeMarco Murray inside. Gains 4 to the 24-yard line.
Take a look at Kelsey. He's going to pull when he's uncovered on these sweep plays. And these Falcons got to pursue the football, and it wears you out. And they continue to run this sweep time and time again, week in, week out, and it wears defenses down. Let's see if they run it again.
That's why that last Atlanta drive of 7 minutes and 49 seconds is so important. Falcons defense got a chance to rest. 2nd and 7, Bradford up top. Open to Sproles down the sideline. Couldn't stay in bounds to gain more, but got to the 47. That was good enough for 24 yards.
Troy Bierman dropping in coverage against Darren Sproles. Not a good deal. Excellent pass protection, and Darren Sproles out of the backfield. What a force he is.
Falcons just get a 12th defender on the field, but Jordan Matthews finds opening. He gets a dozen, and that's a Philadelphia first down. And they are pushing the tempo now. Kelly just waved a sub off. Keep those guys out there. Let's go.
You see Atlanta late lining up. Calls getting in late. Communication, conditioning, the winning edge right now for Philadelphia.
41, Ryan Matthews is leading out of the backfield. Great catch over the top. Brought down by Ertz, the 20-yard line.
Sam Bradford, what he was known for at Oklahoma. No huddle offense, pinpoint passing, and when he is a little bit off, it sure helps to have receivers like Zach Ertz. Great catch.
24, 12, 21. Yardage on the last 3 completions. Blink of the eye, the Eagles are in the red zone. Bradford hit. Matthews 10. Matthews 5. Matthews put that in. Almost got in, but is ruled shy.
Play man-to-man against Philadelphia. Gonna run this crisscross combination. Aguilar was called for a penalty earlier.
My first thought, I thought he got it inside the pylon here. Let's see. I think that's a touchdown. As super close, I think it's a touchdown. Eagles thinking about challenging. They just let it roll on 1st and goal from the 1. And it's handed off inside. And on the second effort, it's a touchdown run.
I had Paul Warren was my grinder to start the game. And Ryan Matthews just grinded across the goal line. One-on-one. Old-fashioned hamburger drill at the goal line. Matthews wins. Watch the collision at pay dirt.
And watch Allen Barber, 76 from Philadelphia. After this standstill. It's not the Reggie push from USC Notre Dame.
Got to credit Philadelphia after an ugly first half to storm back.
Parkey for the lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. In a flash, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Philadelphia leads for the first time this season. Matthews almost got inside the pylon. The other Matthews, Ryan, stopped. A little help from his friends. In for 6. After a sluggish first half in his first game as an Eagle, Sam Bradford, second half here, John, 13 of 14 for 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the Eagles are on top. 8 yards deep. Eric Weems will take a knee. We remind you, Game 2 is on the way from Santa Clara. Been over a year since Adrian Peterson's played an NFL game. He makes his return tonight. The Vikings and the 49ers from the site of Super Bowl 50. There's Berman Trendil for Lindsey Zarniak on hand. I'll bring it to you as soon as we're done here. All right, Coach, where are you going for the Falcons? 8:37 left, now down for the first time tonight.
Well, with the fullback in the game, I expect an early down play action pass. Haven't seen much of that here in the second half.
Tevin Coleman is the running back. Ryan protected. Airing it out for Julio Jones in stride. Jones gains 44 to the Philadelphia 36-yard line.
Keep crawling into these 8-man fronts. You're playing single coverage on the outside. Great call by Kyle Shanahan. And Julio Jones has gotten the best of Byron Maxwell all night. It's what a great receiver can do for you, Mike. If you crowd the box to stop the run, you create optimum looks on the outside. Julio Jones hits another one out of the park.
First one they threw to him today is Dan Quinn, his coach. He said, one thing I've learned about him after trying to stop him is how competitive he and Matt Ryan are. 141 in the yard column for Julio Jones tonight. Ryan's got some time. Takes another shot. Incomplete for Hankerson. Jenkins is really playing that safety spot with great anticipation tonight.
Jenkins is a great football player. He played cornerback at Ohio State. Played safety for the Saints. He's played nickel, free safety, strong safety.
What a play.
Leading tackler of the Eagles last year. Had a career year for interceptions. Grinder candidate right there. Bill Davis been very aggressive blitzing. Had a lot of success with it here in the second half.
Second and 10, a draw, worked before. That time they can't get through. What a play by Michael Kendricks. Got one arm on Tevin Coleman as he was sprinting toward the hole.
Well, if you play Philadelphia this year, you're going to get a lot of inside linebacker blitzing. Alonzo and Kendricks have blitzed together tonight a lot.
Take the point here, halfway through the fourth. Matt Bryant can kick a 50-plus-yard field goal. We're in field goal range. The way the Eagles' offense is going, field goals might not be enough for the rest of the game. Bryant's got the middle of the field, and on the cross, it's complete, short of first down. Hendricks tackles Devontae Freeman, 2 yards shy. And we'll see what Dan Quinn wants to do here with 7 minutes to go. Here comes Bryant to try to give him the lead.
A little bit outside of a yard. I think it's a good decision to get the lead. Matt Bryant has been automatic in this situation. Plenty of time. Your offense will get a chance to see the ball if need be later.
So good inside 50. This one for 47 and for the lead. Rock solid again. 4 for 40-year-old Matt Bryant. Atlanta back on top. Changes for the 49ers look odd in those black uniforms. Colin Kaepernick will get the season going for San Francisco against Minnesota. Vikings-Niners game 2 of the Monday night doubleheader coming up next here on ESPN. Great game here in Atlanta. Falcons back on top. Lots of scoring in this second half. Matt Bosher kickoff again. No return. John, what's changed here to get the Eagles offense looking like the Eagles offense of the last 2 years?
Well, their defense started it off, but it's been the tempo, Mike. It's been the conditioning. Remember, a lot of these pro football players have not played many snaps in the preseason. Chip Kelly's tempo has worn down this Atlanta Falcon defense. I expect to stay on the gas pedal. Let's see if Atlanta can get lined up quicker. Paul Warlow, the middle linebacker, wearing the green dot, getting the information from the sidelines. Atlanta's got to get their cleats in the ground and come off the ball, be ready to go quicker.
Like you like to say, John, they go the left hash and they want to go fast. They start from that side. Jordan Matthews, the catch, runs back into the traffic, gains only 4 yards.
This is where you want to be if you're Atlanta. Proving ground on defense. Show that you've made the necessary improvements in a game with your defense in the fourth quarter against a very good offensive team. Great challenge right now for Atlanta.
2nd and 6. It's been mostly in the air. Bradford complete with the first down, 31-yard line. Jordan Matthews with the grab.
Atlanta continuing to play zone coverage, and Bradford has been real patient. Just like he told us before the game, against this zone coverage, I'm going to be real patient and take the high percentage completions.
Bradford's hit 15 of his last 60. Add 1 to each. 10th catch from Matthews to the 35. Justin Durant, the tackle.
Pass rush, invisible. They need something from Jarrett, 97, 77. Hageman Something to knock Bradford off the launching side.
Last man you saw there, number 50, bottom of your screen on the D-line, O'Brien Schofield, had a really good first half. Made 3 big hits on the quarterback. Bradford's got time again. It's complete to Nelson Aguilar, the rookie first-round pick, right by that first down mark.
It's like tag team wrestling with these running backs. It's Murray, Matthews. Now it's Sproles.
Aguilar's first grab was a yard shy of the first down, so it's 3rd and 1. Offside, Vic Beasley, the end for the Falcons. A free play gets more. Sproles over midfield. First down, Philadelphia.
Offside. Defense number 44. Penalties decline. First down.
Make no mistake about it. Philadelphia is ripping Atlanta. Left side of your screen, you see Beasley clearly offsides. Philadelphia has Atlanta on the ropes.
Swing out Sproles. Eludes the Wilmore tackle. Got a block downfield. Fumbled out of bounds. Great block by Zach Ertz coming back. It's a gain of 14. First down Eagles, who are rolling here in the second half.
Those are 2 tackles Wilmore made in the first half. Here is head down. He doesn't wrap up. And Darren Sproles in the open field. As nasty as he has been for years.
124 all-purpose yards tonight. Yards in scrimmage, I should say. 4:15 to go. Bradford almost hit as he throws. Gets it to Matthews. It's Ryan Matthews on the run. Inside the 10. But a penalty marker is down.
Holding. Offense number 62. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Second time they've got Kelsey on a screen pass. Number 62 against Wilmore. Good call. Easy call to make.
You know, we just talked about the conditioning and players not going 4 quarters. That's part of it. You get penalties when guys get tired.
You certainly do, especially when you're a center that's run as much as Kelsey has tonight.
First and 16. Bradford again. Riley Cooper this time. Bradford barely missing in this second half to the 29-yard line.
Too easy. Intermediate shallow crosses. Been open the entire second half. And once again, Beasley at the top of the screen. Drafted for this reason.
A run. Ryan Matthews trips and falls very close to the first down. Just shy of it. I think it'll be marked here. John, we talked to Billy Davis, the defensive coordinator for Philly. His D has to go up against Bradford. We said, how good did he really look in camp when you guys were going? He said, it was like 7-on-7 when there's no pass rush. When Kurt Warner and Brett Favre did it on teams Davis was an assistant. There's no pass rush, and Bradford rarely missing in this half. But the run is stopped. Warlow gets Ryan Matthews with 3:07 to go. Short of the first down. Do you kick the field goal, take the 1-point lead here?
Chip Kelly has a history of going for a lot on 4th down.
The field goal's the play here. I mean, it's 2:54 left. You get the field goal, take the lead.
Here comes Parkey.
The only thing you're thinking about in the back of your head is you may not see the ball again. And Matty Ice times 2 is on the other side. Matt Ryan and Matt Bryant. Great clutch quarterback and kicker. You're thinking, I don't want to give him the ball without a touchdown.
This is no give me either.
No, it's not. Parkey from 44.
No.
Wide right. No good.
Chip Kelly will kick himself.
Still time and 3 timeouts for the Eagles. But Parkey struggled a bit in this preseason. Fans that to the right. Dan Quinn closing in. The folks from Philadelphia are in downtown Atlanta today. They've made a trip to see their Eagles open a season of great promise. The missed field goal gives Atlanta the chance to close this game out, but they need a couple of first downs. Philadelphia full complement of timeouts minutes remaining and the 2-minute warning. Patrick DeMarco, the fullback, has done a great job blocking, tries to clear some space. Tevin Coleman gains about 4 yards, and the Eagles stop it here at 2:20. Timeout Philadelphia.
Plenty of time left with the 2-minute drill, Mike, and Atlanta with 2 tight ends and 2 backs are going to let Matt Ryan audible to some running plays away from where the numbers are. And I expect Philadelphia to bring the house to try to outnumber this running game. Question is, will Matt Ryan throw it one more time? Julio Jones has been hard covered tonight against man coverage.
2nd and 5, Roddy White, the move man. Ryan will hand it. Coleman, cut it up. A yard short of the first down. Timeout here. 3rd and 1 coming up, 2:18 left. You know what happened with the Giants and the Cowboys late last night. They left a timeout in the pocket. With the Dallas Cowboys, the opportunity to walk down the field, not kill the extra 40 seconds by running the ball. The Eli Manning incompletion led to Dallas the chance of more time to go down the field. I just went back to 2 things on that missed field goal, John. One, they made the decision. They were waiting a while. Parkey was rushed in his routine. They were getting out there late. And Corey Bierman did a great job of getting across the line of scrimmage to put pressure on the kicker. But if you're an Eagle fan, you're thinking about what happened on this missed field goal. Watch Bierman, 71, leap over the pile, get in, and at least show a lot of pressure to the kicker. The Eagles have been passing it down the field with great success. Ran it twice and got stopped. Now can the Falcons get it on a run? 3rd and 1, no! Malcolm Jenkins. Timeout. Let's see, the Phillies not going to take timeout. They're going to let it run down to the 2-minute warning. Keep 1 timeout for their drive to try and win the game.
That's what you do. You get a outstanding safety like Malcolm Jenkins, and you call his number. Bring him off the corner and stop a short yardage play.
One timeout left. They'll get the ball back. Matt Bosher has been very good punting and kickoffs tonight. The hidden yardage of field position. He's been a star. Now, can he keep it out of dangerous hands of Darren Sproles, who took back 2 last year and has taken back 5 punts in his career. He can go all the way, but catch it inside the 5. He caught it at the 4. Sproles had a stick. Sproles turned it upfield. That's a great tackle by Levine Toilolo at the 15. Speaking of great tackles, John, show us this.
Watch where Malcolm Jenkins comes from. Roddy White goes in motion. He's going to come over here and blitz and beat left tackle Jake Matthews, who had to be shocked that Jenkins showed up on the play. How about the effort to get there, beat the block of an offensive tackle, and make a critical stop to give your offense one more chance? What a performance by Jenkins tonight. Pressed into a lot of different roles.
The Eagles threw the ball down the field at will. Ran it twice, couldn't get a couple of yards, missed the field goal. Here they go to try to win the game. Bradford, Sproles, inbound, clock runs, 1 timeout, 100 seconds.
Jason Peters at left tackle throwing a shutout against Vic Beasley down the stretch. They need something from Beasley in these kinds of moments.
And at 25, Warlow blitzing. Bradford hit as he throws, incomplete. It will be 3rd down. Adrian Claiborne, Malachi Goodman with the pressure for Atlanta.
Long yardage situation. It's a 4-down operation. You don't have to get it all with one play.
3rd and 8. Bradford middle. Brought in by Allen. Let's see if it's an interception. On the deflection. Allen got his hands on it. Ball came down to the ground. They'll look at it. Ruled on the field. An interception.
Tip ball's in the middle of the field, and there's Ricardo Allen.
Through the hands of Jordan Matthews. All good.
That'll be in a trophy case. Ball should have been caught by Matthews, and Ricardo Allen, in his first year as a starter, finishes Philadelphia.
One timeout, 1:11. Properly clock managed. You take knees, you're out of here. Philadelphia takes its last timeout with 1:09.
And Quinn, his first win as an NFL head coach, and he does it by coming to Atlanta and finding just enough defense. He's got to be proud, certainly, of these Falcons. It's been a roller coaster here in the second half.
Ten wins each of the first 2 seasons under Chip Kelly. The Eagles dug out a 17-point hole to take the lead. A couple of mistakes. Matthews threw his hand. A missed field goal by Parkey. Not DeMarco Murray on the field, but Ryan Matthews on 2nd and 1 and 3rd and 1. Chip Kelly's decision, which was the right one, but you know he was thinking about going for it. A lot of penalties against Philadelphia, 10 in all. Be a lot to rehash for some of these young Eagles.
Well, you throw the ball 52 times. Murray has 9 yards rushing. Matthews has 4 yards rushing. As I said in the pregame, Mike, Philadelphia is going to run the ball. Not tonight, they didn't.
Dallas waiting back at the Lincoln on Sunday. The Atlanta Falcons start the Dan Quinn era with a home win over Philadelphia. Matt Bryant made a 47-yard field goal. Cody Parkey missed a 44-yard. Atlanta wins by 2. Game 2's cut up. We'll be right back here in Georgia.